Good morning, students. Today we are going to study an interesting topic of English grammar. So, for understanding that topic, you need to examine the group of words that is written in bold in the following sentences. Example number 1. He has a chain of gold. He has a chain of gold. And example number 2. He has a chain which is made of gold. Students, we recognize the first group of words as a phrase. But the second group of words, unlike the phrase of gold, contains a subject which and a predicate is made of gold. स्टूडेंट्स, हम ये कह सकते हैं कि पहला सेंटेंस ऑफ गोल्ड फ्रेज की तरह काम करता है, लेकिन सेकेंड सेंटेंस जो विच सब्जेक्ट के रूप में और इज मेड ऑफ गोल्ड प्रेडिकेट के रूप में रखता है. सो सच अ ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स विच फॉर्म्स पार्ट ऑफ अ सेंटेंस एंड कंटेन्स अ सब्जेक्ट एंड अ प्रेडिकेट इज कॉल्ड अ क्लॉज. Students, I would like to repeat. Such a group of words which forms part of a sentence and contains a subject and a predicate is called a clause. So, students, how many kinds of it? Now we are going to discuss on this topic. A clause has three kinds. First one, noun clause. Second one, adjective clause, and the third one is called adverb clause, as we studied in phrase. So students, first of all we would like to discuss on noun clause. So for understanding noun clause, you need to examine the group of words in italics in the following sentences. Like example number 1, I expect to get a prize. And example number 2, I expect that I shall get a prize. Students, the first group of words to get a prize doesn't contain a subject and a predicate of its own. पहला sentence subject और predicate नहीं रखता. It is therefore a phrase. This phrase is object of a verb expect and therefore does the work of a noun. So it is therefore a noun phrase. But the second group of words, that I shall get a prize, contains a subject and a predicate of its own. It is therefore a clause. This clause is the object of the verb expect. Students, I shall get a prize ये expect का object है और सब्जेक्ट और प्रेडिकेट अपने साथ में रखा हुआ है एंड इट इज वर्किंग लाइक अ नाउन. द मेन थिंग इज दैट इट कंटेन्स सब्जेक्ट एंड प्रेडिकेट एंड डज द वर्क ऑफ अ नाउन, सो इट विल बी कॉल्ड अ नाउन क्लॉज. स्टूडेंट्स, आई थिंक यू हैव अंडरस्टूड प्रॉपरली. So, as a definition, we can say a noun clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate of its own and does the work of a noun. Students, we can understand them with some more examples like example number 1. He replied that he would come. He replied that he would come. Students, here after replied we can see that he would come as a subject and a predicate and is working like a noun, so it will be called noun clause. Example number 2, I thought that it would be a fine day. That it would be a fine day. And the next example, he saw that the clock had stopped. He saw that the clock had stopped. So students, the group of words in italics are performing as a noun and they have subject and predicate, so they will be called a noun clause. So now students, we shall move towards adjective clause. For understanding that one, look at the group of words in italics in the following sentences. Example number 1. The umbrella with a broken handle is mine. And example number 2. The umbrella which has a broken handle is mine. Students, the first group of words with a broken handle describes the umbrella. That is, it qualifies the noun umbrella and does the work of an adjective. So, it is what we call an adjective phrase. But the second group of words which has a broken handle also describe the umbrella and so does the work of an adjective. But because it contains a subject and a predicate of its own, it is called an adjective clause. So students, we can say an adjective clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate of its own and does the work of an adjective. So students, clause, if we say, they are the part of a sentence and does the work of noun or adjective or adverb. So students, for understanding adjective clause with the help of some more examples, we can take here. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Example number 2. The letter brought money which was badly needed. Students, which was badly needed is describing money. Next example we can take. I have a little shadow which goes in and out with me. So students, which goes in and out with me is describing shadow. So the whole group of words will be called an adjective clause. So students, hope that you have understood about adjective clause also. Now we shall talk about adverb clause. For that one, look at the group of words in italics in the following sentences. Like example number 1, they rested at sunset. And example number 2, they rested when evening came. So students, it is very clear that both the groups of words in italics in example number 1 and 2 do the work of an adverb as they modify the verb rested, showing when the action was performed. ये बता रहा है कि काम कब किया गया. We at once recognize that first group of words at sunset as an adverb phrase. Is the second group of words when evening came also an adverb phrase? No. We can say it is not a phrase, unlike a phrase. It has a subject, evening, and a predicate, came of its own. So thus it is like a sentence. So friends, we can say such a group of words that forms part of a sentence and has a subject and a predicate of its own and is working like an adverb. They are called adverb clauses. So as a definition, we can say an adverb clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate of its own and does the work of an adverb. So students, hope that you all have understood the topic properly. So I would like to assign you some homeworks. Students, as a question number 1, you all need to write 5 sentences for each, like noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. Question number 2, you all are going to pick out noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause from the following sentences. Like sentence number 1, no one knows who he is. Sentence number 2, I earn whatever I can. Sentence number 3, I went to see what had happened. Number 4, the dog that bites does not bark. Next, he tells a tale that sounds untrue. Next, they never fail who die in a great cause. Next, I remember the house where I was born. And the next one, if we see here, you will pass if you work hard. Next, I forgive you since you repent. And the last one, I shall remain where I am. So students, I hope that you can do the exercise comfortably. See you next video. Bye.